Hey guys, welcome to another deck profile. Today we have Eosmon, more of a for fun deck, but it's got a lot of interesting mechanics. So, we'll start off with the eggs. We're going to go 4 of the BT2 Argomon. When you unsuspend, you get an additional memory. It can help you out with accelerating during the early game. Onto the rookies. We're going to be running 2 BT6 Morphomons. On delete, you get to search the top 5 cards of your deck and add 1 Manoa Bellucci and 1 Digimon with Eosmon in its name to your hand, and bottom deck the rest. So this will get you some chip in, as well as getting you those pieces that you need. Next up, 4 BT17 Morphomons. This one, when digivolving, you can lower the digivolution cost by 1 if you're going into an Eosmon. So, and also, the inheritable is when another Eosmon is played, you can digivolve into an Eosmon, reducing digivolution cost by 3. And since most of the deck does all of that, it comes up fairly often. We also have one of the big boys, our promo Morphomons. On play, you reveal the top 3 cards of your deck. You can add Eosmon and a Manoa from among them to hand. Then you can slot this underneath one of your Eosmons to play a Manoa from hand for free. That doesn't actually have to be the same Manoa, and of course, it has the same inheritable as the BT17 Morphomon. So each of those can net you a free Digivolve from your 4 to your 5 or your 5 to your 6. Alright, so now we're going with 4 of the BT6 Eosmon. This is your level 4, and on play, you and your opponent each get to play a Tamer. But yours has to be your Tamer has to be white and a play cost of 4 or less, and theirs doesn't really have any kind of restrictions. So this can be a bit of an issue whenever you're going up against something like any of the hybrid decks. Inheritable is when attacking, you get to play 1 Tamer card with a cost of 4 or less from your hand without paying the cost. So that just helps you accelerate even faster towards the later game. And of course, the last of our level 4s, we are running 4 of the BT17 Eosmon. So this thing can only digivolve on top of a Morphomon for a cost of 2. And when digivolving, if it's your turn, you may play a white Tamer card with play cost of 4 or less, or a level 5 or lower Eosmon from your hand for play cost of 2 by this effect. Alright, so if you do that, your opponent can then play a Tamer card from their hand without paying the cost. So that is a you don't have to do that. But this also gives your bigger Eosmons a redirect, but you can switch the attack target to any of your Eosmons, which can be this stack or one of your other Eosmons if you're not big enough to handle it. And of course, for our BT6 Eosmons, we're running 4 Eosmons, but we're also running 4 more Eosmons. This is actually the first card that had the line of text that says you can run up to 50, and when attacking, you get to play out another Eosmon, which has to be level 5 or lower. And really simple inheritable effect, you just get plus 1000 DP. Next up is 4 more Eosmons. These are our level 5s from BT17. On play or when digivolving, your opponent may play out a Tamer card from their hand without paying the cost. If this effect didn't play, you may play out a Tamer card. So that's the choice for your opponent, and a lot of times you can drain their hand of Tamers so that you can get these effects more often. You then get to de-digivolve one of their Digimon for every 2 Tamers, and that is combined yours and your opponent's Tamers. It also has the same redirect inheritable as the level 4 from BT17. Next up for our level 6s, we are only running 2 of the BT6 Eosmons. When digivolving, for every tamer, yours and your opponent's, you grab an Eosmon, a level 5 or lower Eosmon from trash, and put it underneath this guy as a top Digivolution source. If you do 2 or more, you then get to delete one of your opponent's Digimon, regardless of position. And at the time, that was very useful for clearing out big threats. On your turn, for every 3 Digivolution cards in this thing's stack, you get +1 security, which this can get really big on how much is it, how many Digivolution cards there are. Then we also play 4 of the BT17 level 6 Eosmons. Now this one's going to be the main level 6 of your deck. When digivolving and when attacking once per turn, you get to play out an Eosmon without paying the cost, since it's level 5 or lower. Then, all turns once per turn, when another of your Eosmon is played by an effect, you can delete a Digimon with the same or lower DP. Now, Eosmons mostly have pretty low DP, 6k for your level 5s, 4k for your level 4s. However, during your turn, this Eosmon buffs all Eosmon by 1000 DP per tamer on the field. And that makes it so that these things can very easily get up into 20k and higher. And then we're only running 2 level 7s. We're running 2 Quartzmon. So when digivolving, you suspend everything except for this Digimon. Then you gain back memory for every... So you'll gain back 1 memory for every 2 Digimon or Tamers. Nothing will be able to unsuspend while it's on the field. And when attacking, you can trash... one security for every 2 suspended, or for every 5 suspended cards. So this is just end of the game. You're wiping out their entire security, whatever's left of it. We do run 2 Cutting Edge. Security effect is activate the main effect. The main effect is you can play 1 level 5 Eosmon from your hand without paying the cost. And then you can delete one of your opponent's Digimon with DP less than or equal to that Digimon played by this effect. So if you play something out with Cutting Edge, you can then stack that with your BT17 Eosmon to delete multiple things at the same time. We are also going to be running in our Tamer slots 2 Digimon Emperor. Just kind of slow down your opponent whenever they try to raise something. If it's level 3, if it's level 3 or lower, then you gain 2 memory. And during their turn, when a level 5 or lower is deleted, you can suspend it to draw a card. So you just get a little bit of card draw from that. And then we also run 4 Minoa Bellucci's. So she's a memory fixer. During your turn, if you play an Eosmon, you can suspend her to search the top 3 of your deck. You can then add a Tamer card or a Eosmon to hand. And during your opponent's turn, their Tamers do not unsuspend while you have an Eosmon on field. And then to finish off the deck, we run 4 of the 3-cost Minoa Bellucci's. On play, you can trash a Morphomon or an Eosmon from hand to draw 2. All turns, your opponent's on-play effects for Tamers don't activate. And you can also, if one of your Eosmons would be removed from the field, you can suspend this during your opponent's turn to delete one of your other Eosmons instead. Okay, So that's the deck. It's really fun. It can get really fast, and being able to just play out so many Tamers and so many Digimon effectively is really entertaining. The only thing that I might consider changing is maybe adding in uh, an Imperial Dramon Paladin mode ace so that you can recycle your trash, as this deck can, especially with multiple of the 4-cost Manoas, can just empty itself out incredibly quickly. All right. Well, hope you enjoy the deck. Bye.